Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today with the Stingray holster from Klinger. Woo! Stay tuned. I've done some other Klinger holster videos on their Comfort Cling holster, and we're actually going to talk about that a little bit more today. The folks at Klinger reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try anything else that they offer. And I got to looking at their product offerings, and I thought, man, I could really use something for my Glock 26 that's easy to take on and off. I've got a lot of reasons where that's a really useful thing in the car. You know, I can't carry at work. It's just I'm a computer nerd, and none of those places, I've said this a million times, let you carry at work. And so there are a few times where it's really nice to be able to quickly disarm and lock my gun up. Let's just leave it there. So that's what I was looking for, and I thought, man, this is a really good opportunity to give a holster a test drive that I really needed, that I was really looking for. So I had them send me their Stingray 3. This is, I think, their third version of this holster. Let's go through the features. So it's ambidextrous. It's got hole patterns on both sides for your clippy doodle. Clippy doodle, that's the official title of that. It has good retention screws here. The retention on this holster is exceptional. I think you can probably hear this. So it is a good solid retention without being so much that it pulls the holster off your belt, which is not a good thing. The clip on here is adjustable. You can see the hole patterns here. If this doesn't show up on camera, I'll get some pictures and overlay it. But basically, this is the lefty carry side. You've got these holes. The bottom holes here will give your belt a full 90-degree alignment, and then you get like a 15-degree by moving it up to this slanted set of holes there. So that's a good carry angle for really anything about 3 o'clock-ish out to 5 for me. You know, keeping in mind I am a person of size. I'm egg-shaped, so 5 o'clock is about as far back as I carry. I think for me that's perfect. That is really what all the other holsters that I carry, I have at about that cant anyway, and so that works. So if you're looking for something that has an infinite amount of adjustment because you need something a little different, this may not be the solution for you. But if you're looking for something, you know, just grab and go, you might want to take a look at this holster. So it's made of Kydex, and the Kydex is really well molded. It has a complete sweat guard, so you're getting all the way up to the top of the gun. Whoop, there's that. Focusing, yeah. So you can see that there. It was kind of interesting. I want to talk a little bit about Klinger's customer service because I was able to actually experience that. So I've had this holster a couple of months, and I really wanted to give it a really good test drive, so that for one particular reason. So I got the holster, slapped it in, went, man, that retention's awesome, and the molding, everything. I was, you know, really excited. I put it on my belt and went to go do some practice draws and kept pulling the holster out right off my belt. And so I double checked. I wear an 1.5-inch Uncle Mike's instructor belt, and it's an 1.5-inch clip. That was all. They ask you that when they send it to you. That all looked right. And I've had holsters with this style of clip before that would give me problems. I mean, the clip's well made. The hardware here is as good as any holster I've ever seen. So I don't know what to do. So I tried various things, did different ways of carrying, and just couldn't get it to work. And so finally I sent an email to their customer service and said, look, I've got this holster and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. That you've made a good quality product, but I can't seem to keep it on my belt. And the person, I can't remember her name, I think it's a she. I'll put it up here because she's been so kind through this whole process of explaining to me how to use a holster. That it's pretty cute. Anyway, she sends this nice email back within a couple of hours and says, So in the holster bag, and they send this thing to you in this neato holster bag. She said you'll find a set of extra screws and grommets and doodads, you know, all the hooky doodle stuff for. Yeah, I'm Mr. Technical today, aren't I? All this stuff for the holster. She said try the next size up. There's a bushing in there that goes in between the clip and the body of the holster. It'll fix it. She was dead on. It did. And so I put that bushing in there, and it just, what it does is just causes the clip to angle in a little harder and catch your belt better, and completely solved it. I've been carrying it for, yeah, like a couple of months. I think I already said that. Oh well. Hey, I've been carrying it for a couple of months. And it's fantastic. It's comfortable. It's easy to get on and off. I'll step back a little bit, and we'll do some draws and, you know, the traditional thing here. So you'll see it just plop, put it on, take it off. Since putting those bushings in, the holster's been 100% solid. It's a great solution. So here's the kicker about this guy. Most of these holsters these days, you're going to pay $60, $70, $80, $85, right? This is on sale right now for, I want to say $39.95. Wait, let me consult the great Google answer people. It is on sale for $39 right now, normally $49. That's a bargain. For the quality of what you're getting here, if it's got the features you need, which I mean it does for me, it's doing everything I want it to do. This is incredibly hard to beat at 39 bucks. Even at 49 at the regular price, it would still be a bargain. They've got several other offerings, including this comfort cling. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But before we get any further, let me go strap it on, and we'll do some draws, and then we'll finish up. All right, we'll go ahead and put it in the holster, and we'll put it on. We're good to go. Might actually have the retention a little too much. We'll back that out and try a few more. Back that retention off and shoot another mag. Okay, so I backed off the retention screws here a little bit. Let's see what it does. Yeah, that's much better. You're all supposed to be watching me out there going, Wes, you're back on your heels. Crazy brass. Yeah, there we go. So all I had to do was just adjust the 2 screws here and get the retention that I was after, and I was off and running. One of the things that I've learned probably over the last year and a half, take these shooting glasses off, is about the proper cant on a holster. So I've used, like, I've had some custom holsters that are like at a 5-degree cant, and what I've really picked up on recently is you want actually a more aggressive cant than that. So I think this is 10 or 15 degrees. I'll look it up in their docs, put it right here. It's whatever I put right here in the cant. And what that does to you, if you watch, just roll this video back and watch the first mag that I shot, I was standing up on my heels. You know, I talk about it there in the video that having the right cant drives you forward. You're going to find out when you practice that if you're not forward into the gun, your draw is going to feel awkward. And you see it in that second magazine. I went, you know, oh, something's wrong here. And I got forward into my stance, and now the draw felt natural. It was straight up and down from that 15 degrees, right? It's holding the holster at that angle. So if you try and pull straight up and down like I was, if you're back on your heels, gun's empty. So if the gun's like that and you're trying to pull straight up and down because you're back on your heels, it's going to be a very awkward draw and feel wrong. If you lean forward, your hand then addresses the gun at what feels like an up and down angle, and your draw is a lot better. So the cant actually, it forces you into the right position. It forces you to get forward so that your draw is correct. I really like the more aggressive cant, the more of these holsters that I've reviewed, and the more different positions I've had to try doing it. So that's my little, I don't know, tip, whatever. And the Klinger holster does that really well. So again, 39 bucks. That's hard to beat. It's going to get you quality that you know, is up in the, with any holster that's sub $100. And frankly, folks, if you're spending more than 100 bucks on a Kydex holster, I don't see the value to it. But hey, there you go. All right, let's talk about the Comfort Cling. I had them send me another one of these. I asked them to, because I wanted something that was the right size for the Glock 26. And there's that. So it fits that perfectly. In some pants and some of my pants and even a couple of pairs of shorts, this actually works really well for the Glock 26 as a pocket holster. But I've discovered a couple more uses for it. One of the more interesting ones is in the car. I think in the previous video I did on this one, I talked about how you can use this like in a jockey box to get a good cover on the trigger. But in the car, I've actually found, I don't know, your mileage may vary, depends on your car, that if I need to quick, I can take this off. I can actually wedge this in between the seat and the jockey box. And you know, this is a gripping surface. It's the whole Klinger, Comfort Cling meaning to this is it has a tackiness to the outside of the holster. And so, you know, if I've got you know, I'm going to run my kid to school, I can take, you know, I'm wearing shorts, or I'm wearing sweats or whatever, I can take and use this Comfort Cling holster, just wedge it in between my pants and my sweatpants, tie the drawstring, Springsteen, I don't like that guy. Anyway, drawstring, and now I've got a holster I can actually draw from. It's steady, I can run if I need to. I've rolled around on the ground with it there. Works great. If I want to, you know, if you, here in North Carolina, of course, you can't take your gun into school. And so if I find out, oh crap, I got to run into school, I can actually, I can put this in the jockey box and cover it. That was the whole point of the other video. One other thing you can do though, if you're, you know, you're on a long drive or you find out, you know, you've got an uncomfortable spot, we'll actually wedge this in between the seat and the jockey box, and now, now you've got kind of a almost a portable holster there. Now, generally speaking, I'm not a fan of doing that long term because you get in an accident that's going to be flying around the car. It's not enough to really hold it there. But in a pinch, if you needed a solution like this, or like that, you could use this holster to pull that off as well. A couple other things that I think are really cool I've got a backpack that I can, if I want a second gun, I can actually slide this in a couple of pockets of my backpack, and it's just like a pocket holster. If I need to, I can reach in there and draw the gun out of the backpack. Just some additional options that this sort of cleaning surface gives to you. So thanks to Klinger Holsters for sending me another one of those to play with. Alright folks, there you go. The Stingray version 3. As of the time of this video, it's $39. I don't know when the price is going to go back up, yeah, they tack on shipping too. It's not free shipping. I don't know what their shipping price is. I like this holster a lot. I would recommend this particularly for any of these little guns. If anybody out there tries one for a Glock 43, give me a holler. I'd like to know how that works for you, how it goes on a single stack. But for the Glock 26, it's a winner. All right, folks, always remember anyone can shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.
Yeehaw!